Everyone, my name is Jamie Rifkowitz, and I'd like to introduce myself as Kenilworth's new technology facilitator. So today I would like to give you a brief overview of Google Classroom from a parent perspective. So Google Classroom is a product of G Suite for Education, and it really aims at streamlining your students' educational experience throughout the year. It's a way that students, teachers, and parents alike can collaborate together to make your child's educational experience the best that it can be. So there are two ways to access Google Classroom once logged into your account. The first way is to go up to the search bar and just type in classroom.google.com, and this will allow you to be redirected to Google Classroom. The second way is to go up to these 9 boxes at the top right corner. This is sometimes referred to as the waffle. And once you click the waffle, you're now able to access all of the Google apps that are available to your student. So throughout the year, we'll be talking about a bunch of these, but for right now, we're going to focus on Classroom. So all I have to do is go down, hover over Classroom, click it, and it will take me directly into one of my Google Classrooms. So for this instance, I'm logged in as a student, and I have 3 different classes that I am enrolled in. And these 3 classes are Social Studies, English, and Math. So what I first want to show you is how to join a new class. Maybe there's a new class that your child is taking, there's a cycle class, something that they need to enroll in. So what you're going to do is you're going to click the little plus sign, and you're going to click Join Class. And from this point, you're going to need the code that the teacher provides you. So I'm going to go down to class code, and I'm going to enroll in a new class. So my class code is F56E5PH. And once I enter that class code, if it's a valid class code, you will see that the outline of the class code will turn blue. From that point, we can click Join. And what's going to happen is it is going to redirect me to that page, and now I have added a science class. So if I wanted to get to the main page, whenever I want to get to the main page, all I have to do is hover over the 3 lines, which is your main menu. And from this point, I have a bunch of different tasks that I can complete. I can go to calendar, I can go to my to-do list, I can see my classes, I can also see classes that I have used in the past. So for this instance, I'm going to just click classes. And now I'm going to go through what happens on this main page. So there's different ways of accessing what your child needs to do for their work. For example, if I just look at these tiles of classes, I can see that I do have some assignments due tomorrow. So I definitely want to give those classes the priority, whereas social studies doesn't have anything due right now. Doesn't mean that there's nothing in the class, there's just nothing that's specifically due on a date in the near future. So I can click to do, and this will give me a list of everything that I need to do for all of the classes that I am enrolled in. And this is a great organizational tool as we go throughout the year, because I can really accomplish things as I go and make tasks for myself. It will go into next week, and it will even go into assignments that are due later past next week. I have assigned, I have missing, anything that was missing that I missed the due date for, and assignments that are marked done. And we will go through that in a little while. So if I want to get back to the main page, I go back to classes. There is also a calendar option. And if I click calendar, what's going to happen is I'm now going to see these assignments just within the week. And I think this is really helpful too for students to see what's due on what day and what they should prioritize. And then I can scroll through and I can see anything that is due in the upcoming weeks or months. What I like to do is I like to go into that individual class. So let's go into math, for example. If I go into math, this is my stream. This is everything that's going to come up through Google Classroom, whether it be material, announcements, different assignments that the teacher is posting for the student. You always want to check classwork, because this is where you're going to see all of your work. For example, I have this multi-step equations pyramid sum puzzle that I need to complete. So I'm going to click it, and I'm going to see when it was posted, I'm going to see when it is due, and that it is assigned to me. So in this case, I have directions to read, and it says, solve each of the equations found on the puzzle pieces, drag the pieces to solve the puzzle. So if I end up clicking into the assignment, what's going to happen is it's going to give me my own copy of that assignment. So in this case, Once I end up solving the equations, I do have directions on this piece. Once I end up solving the equations and dragging and dropping into the answer document, what I am going to do is I am going to click share. Okay. And when I share it, I'm sharing it back to my teacher. And that happens sometimes in slides. Sometimes you're not always going to get that turn in button available to you. So let me show you another assignment. Let's go into science. So if I go into my science class, I see that I do have classwork that is due. And in this case, it's a science lab organizer. So I'm going to click science lab organizer, and I see that it says complete the organizer using the guided questions. So I'm going to view the assignment. It's going to open up a doc, another G Suite for Education product, and it's going to give me a graphic organizer that I need to fill out. So maybe I want the title to be something else. So I am going to type right within the document, and I'm going to say the effect of weathering within the state of New Jersey. Okay. And once I complete this document, all I need to do is click turn in. Once your child turns in an assignment, the teacher is notified. They get notifications within their classroom, sometimes within their email, so they will see when students turn things in. So if I wanted to turn it in, all I have to do is turn it in, and then I can go back to my classes. So if I go back here, I'm going to see that maybe nothing is due in social studies, but I do want to check out the classroom to see if anything is in there for me to look at. So in this case, I have new material that's posted. So this may be a slideshow, which in this case it is. And it's a slideshow of maybe what I learned throughout the day or something that my teacher wants me to see. So this, in essence, doesn't have to be turned in, doesn't have to be shared. In fact, it's view only, so I really can't make any corrections within this slideshow because it's just meant to be a resource. Something else that I wanted to show you, and I know this is a lot of information, but what I wanted to show you is really how do I see the classrooms from a parent's perspective.